last night was truly an eye-opener for them. They never expected to hear those words from you, words that carried so much weight, honesty, and vulnerability. According to the angels, there is someone who walked away from that interaction seeing everything in a completely new light. You caught them entirely off guard, your words pierced through the surface of what they thought they knew, touching their heart in a way they didn't anticipate. In that moment, they were momentarily speechless, uncertain of how to respond, not because they felt anything negative, but because they were deeply moved. It was as though time slowed for them, and your truth rang in their ears long after the conversation ended. There is no need for you to worry about their reaction. Their surprise was never rooted in discomfort or rejection, it came from pure astonishment and awe. Your openness illuminated feelings they had quietly harbored but never dared to acknowledge fully. They appreciated what you said more deeply than words can express. The only reason they hesitated was because your honesty struck them at the core of their being, leaving them momentarily without the right words. They now find themselves wishing they had responded differently, more openly, and with the same vulnerability that you showed. If you have been wondering whether you misstepped or said too much, this message comes as divine reassurance. You did exactly what you were meant to do. What took place last night has awakened something within them, a realization that life is more profound and that genuine emotional connection is rare and sacred. They are embracing this new perspective with a sense of wonder and hope. For the first time in a long while, they feel truly alive, inspired by the authenticity you shared. Yet amidst this newfound excitement, they also wrestle with a lingering question: did they interpret your words correctly? Could it be that what they heard, what they felt, was truly as sincere as it seemed? This uncertainty comes not from doubt in you, but from their own disbelief that something so beautiful could actually be real. Let this message assure you, what you expressed last night was not only heard but deeply cherished. If you have found yourself feeling anxious, second-guessing your words, or worrying that you were too exposed, release that fear. Speaking from the heart is never a mistake. The courage to be open and vulnerable is one of the purest expressions of love and faith. You allowed your soul to speak without walls or restraint, and that kind of truth always creates transformation. The angels want you to know that this moment was guided, it happened exactly as it was meant to. Perhaps you feared that their silence meant rejection or indifference. In truth, it was quite the opposite. Their initial stillness was a reflection of how deeply they were moved. Your honesty reached into the depths of their spirit and stirred emotions they had long kept hidden. Until last night, they thought they had a clear understanding of the dynamic between you two. Even though they secretly longed for something more, they had accepted things as they were, content simply to have you in their life in any capacity. Your words, however, changed everything. You opened a door they had only dared to dream about, and now they are walking through it, slowly, cautiously, but with a heart full of hope. This person holds you in the highest regard. From the very first moment they encountered you, something about your presence captivated them. You have a light that is both rare and magnetic, one that draws others in effortlessly. They have admired you from afar, quietly marveling at your strength, kindness, and authenticity. If they could have crafted the perfect person for themselves, they would not have known how to imagine someone quite like you. You exceed every dream they've ever had. For a long time, they longed to tell you how they felt but doubted that their feelings would ever be reciprocated. They told themselves it was safer to stay silent than to risk losing you. But last night, your words shattered that fear. Your openness was like music to their soul, a melody they never thought they would hear. The emotions they had buried for so long began to surface with clarity and purpose. When they reflect on their life just a few days ago, it feels almost distant, like a world before awakening. You transformed what once seemed like impossible longing into tangible reality. The angels say this moment marked the beginning of something sacred, a mutual recognition of truth, where two hearts resonate in perfect harmony. Your courage to speak has given this person permission to do the same. They now see love, connection, and the future in a new light. Their reaction, though quiet, signifies that you are deeply loved, desired, and valued. You bring light wherever you go, inspiring those around you to be more honest, more open, and more themselves. Those who truly know you understand how fortunate they are to share in your energy. You are never alone, for your presence naturally attracts love and loyalty. This person, especially, finds joy and peace simply in your company. If they could, they would spend every moment by your side, but even in restraint, they choose to honor your happiness above their own. Their willingness to prioritize your comfort and well-being over their own desires is a powerful reflection of how deeply they care for you. They hold you in such esteem that they would rather cherish your friendship than risk creating distance through unbalanced expectations. This level of respect is rare and precious. You deserve love that mirrors this kind of devotion, one grounded in mutual understanding, honesty, and compassion. Every relationship requires balance, but at its foundation lies respect, and this person has that for you in abundance. They see your presence in their life as one of the greatest blessings they've ever received. They are committed to honoring this connection, treating it with tenderness and reverence. You, in turn, should feel proud of the authenticity you've shown. Your words have sparked change, not only in their heart but also in the energy surrounding both of you. The universe responds to truth, and what you shared has already begun creating ripples of positive transformation. Receive this message with an open heart. Trust that your emotions are valid, your vulnerability is powerful, and your light is undeniable. You are loved for who you are, not for perfection, but for your sincerity, your warmth, and your courage to speak truth. Take pride in your authenticity and know that your honesty is a gift to those around you. You are a divine vessel for connection and love, and the angels remind you that what you give from the heart will always return multiplied. It's been weighing heavily on my mind, the way things have been between us lately. No matter how much I try to distract myself, I can't escape the quiet ache that lingers when I think about how distant we've become. There's this undeniable sense of sadness and longing that fills the spaces where our laughter used to live. I find myself missing the ease of our conversations, the comfort of your presence, and the sense of peace I used to feel just knowing you were by my side. As much as I try to suppress these feelings, they surface again and again, demanding to be acknowledged. Lately, I've been spending a lot of time in reflection, trying to understand not only where things went wrong but also what my heart truly wants. It feels like my soul is wandering through a fog, searching for clarity, and in that process, I've come to a realization that both humbles and frightens me. I still love you deeply. I know that my actions haven't always reflected that love. I haven't been the most consistent or reliable presence in your life, and for that, I am sincerely sorry. My behavior, the back and forth, the uncertainty, the hesitation, hasn't been fair to you. It's a reflection of my own inner turmoil, of fears I didn't know how to face, and of insecurities I tried to bury instead of confront. There were moments when I let confusion and self-doubt cloud my judgment, and in doing so, I hurt you. Yet even when I was distant or unsure, my intentions were never insincere. My heart has always been in the right place, even if my actions failed to show it. I see now how my indecision and inability to fully commit have taken a toll on you. You've had every right to draw boundaries, to protect yourself from being hurt again. And while I admire your strength in doing so, it breaks my heart knowing I am the reason you had to. It's a weight I carry every day, a constant ache in my chest reminding me of what I risked losing. I can feel the shift in your energy. You've turned your focus inward, choosing to nurture your own well-being instead of trying to fix what I broke. A part of me is proud of you for that, for reclaiming your peace and putting yourself first. But another part of me is terrified. Terrified that in learning to live without me, you'll realize you no longer need me at all. Still, I can't help but imagine a future where we find our way back to each other. A future where I've grown enough to love you the way you deserve, without hesitation or fear. I picture us together, sharing morning coffee, quiet moments, laughter that feels effortless again. You have all the qualities I've ever wanted in a partner: kindness, intelligence, strength, compassion, and a heart that radiates warmth. The thought of waking up beside you each day fills me with a sense of peace I've never known before. Yet with these dreams also comes fear, the fear of facing the consequences of my past mistakes. I know I've disappointed you. I know I've given you reasons to doubt me. Sometimes, I wonder if reaching out will only reopen wounds we both tried so hard to heal. But despite that fear, I can't silence the voice inside me urging me to tell you the truth, that you still mean the world to me. Your presence in my life has shaped me in ways I didn't realize until recently. You've taught me patience, compassion, and the importance of communication. You've shown me what genuine love feels like, not the fleeting kind, but the kind that challenges you to grow. Even when I was lost, your faith in me never completely disappeared, and that's something I will never take for granted. If I seem distant or reserved now, please don't mistake it for indifference. It's only because I'm struggling to find the right words to express how deeply I feel. Every word I write feels too small to contain the weight of my emotions. More than anything, I want to bridge the gap between us, to rebuild the bond that once brought us so much happiness. I long for the day when we can sit together, speak openly and gently about our hopes and fears, and rediscover the understanding that once came so naturally to us. Our journey together has been far from perfect. It's been a mix of highs and lows, joy and pain, moments of connection followed by moments of distance. But through all of it, there's been something that refuses to fade, a bond that feels unbreakable, no matter how strained it becomes. It's that bond that keeps me hopeful. It's what drives me to confront my flaws, to understand the roots of my fear, and to become someone capable of offering you the stability and love you've always deserved. I've been doing a lot of soul-searching lately, facing parts of myself I used to avoid. It hasn't been easy, but it's been necessary. And in this process, I've realized something I can't ignore: I can't imagine my life without you in it. You've been my confidant, my source of comfort, my strength when I felt weak. You've seen me at my best and at my worst, and through it all, you've shown me a kind of acceptance that's rare. I didn't appreciate it fully when I had it, and for that, I am deeply sorry. I understand that rebuilding trust takes time, and I know I don't deserve immediate forgiveness. But please believe me when I say I am committed to doing the work, to proving that I can change and that I value what we had too much to let it fade away. I don't expect things to return to how they were overnight. I know there will be challenges ahead, and I accept that. What matters most is that I keep showing up, consistently and sincerely, until my actions speak louder than my words. So take all the time you need to process everything, to heal, to reflect, to decide what you truly want. Just know that when you're ready, I'll be here, waiting with open arms and an open heart. Because no matter what happens, no matter where life leads us, one truth remains unshaken: I love you, now and always.